boy MM2K of Hard Knock Digital Culture, Cloud Dosage, and MM2K Gaming News right here where you are watching this great content. And it's not just great because I'm here. It's great because the subject matter that we're talking about, and that subject matter is the PlayStation 5 Pro. Yeah, I've had an opportunity to play it over the weekend. This is now, I'm recording this like my 7th day with it. And I've been seeing a lot of conversations about the platform. So what I want to kind of do is, this is like a trailer to our podcast where we're going to be talking about Microsoft, its new campaign. But in contrast, I want to talk to you about PlayStation and why they're on top and they're not going through as many problems as Xbox is going through, and why they're seeing a lot more success based upon the quality of their products, services, and games particularly. But when it comes to the PlayStation 5 Pro, I have to say this is a remarkable piece of hardware. I know it's expensive. I know it's pricey in the console range. But what I think that is not being taken into consideration is that we have not seen significant price cuts as it relates to the general base hardware. Like, we haven't seen significant price cuts with the Xboxes either. That's because manufacturing has not gone down, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be going down for a while. And then we got new administrations coming in, and there's talk about tariffs, so things could go up even higher. So in a situation like this, where both Microsoft and PlayStation are dealing with lower than desired margins, like PlayStation's margins are in the single digits, where Microsoft's been regularly in the single digits since the Phil Spencer era. They've said so in the FTC trial, but now PlayStation is dealing with single digit margins because of costs and the effects of the yen. So that's why I believe you're seeing higher than expected prices for this mid-gen refresh. You got to also take into consideration too that even if PlayStation's leadership wanted to make this thing cheaper, the board would probably pump the brakes on it and say, hold on. With the Xbox One X, the industry was said that a high-powered mid-gen refresh is generally anywhere between $200 to $250 higher than the base, because at the time that the Xbox One X came out, it was $200 to $250 higher than the Xbox One S, I believe it was, right? So that standard's already been set in the market. Like, people didn't reject it. It didn't sell the greatest, but it wasn't rejected. That's the standard. With these low margins, this is what you need to do. So even if the leadership said, nah, we need to do something different, they're not going to do it. Now, with Hiroki Totoki at the helm, do I believe that he was like, oh man, we can't sell this at $600? No, because Hiroki Totoki is a CFO. He's a money guy, right? He's the guy that's in charge of SIE right now. He's the money guy. So he probably didn't give much pushback. But again, the expectancy that with no competition in the market already being set, that, you know, a high powered mid-gen refresh, like the PlayStation 5 Pro, we're talking about PSSR technology. We're talking about, you know, doing 4K 60 at levels that we haven't seen. I mean, this is a high-powered mid-gen refresh. Again, the Xbox One X set that industry standard in the market, and therefore your board is not going to approve this with single-digit margins. All right, and the yen being the way that it is. But enough of the financial babble here. I know that glazes you guys' eyes over, but you got to understand how this works. You know what I always say. The more important thing is, MM2K, how does this thing play? You're looking right now at Stellar Blade gameplay that I've shrunk down to 1080p. If you want to see the full 4K footage, well, me saying full is actually not true, because I can only give you about 80% at max of the true output that the PlayStation 5 Pro was giving me on the channel. That's because of YouTube compression, but more importantly, my capture card only works, it caps out at HDMI 2.0. So I don't even have all the HDMI 2.1 capabilities that allow ALLM, VRR, and high refresh rate modes and stuff like that are in some of these games, like the same game that you're looking at right now. So you're not getting the full capacity of what the PlayStation 5 Pro is giving you, even if you go to those channels. But still go just to see how amazing it looks at 80%. The Pro does exactly what it's supposed to do, what it aims to do. Give you the best of both worlds. Give you the best of the quality modes and the performance modes from the base models, merge them together so you don't have to make a choice. And man, oh man, I'm telling you, like, just in my weekend with the PlayStation 5 Pro, I've put so much more time into gaming on my PlayStation 5 that I probably put in a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm farther in Stellar Blade. I finally made it to the city. Like, I was eons away from that. I finally made it to the city. Been playing a lot of Spider-Man 2. I think I went from like 8% to now I'm at 18% of the game just over the course of a weekend. I mean, I'm really, really enjoying gaming even further on my PlayStation 5 Pro. Like, holy cow. This thing is phenomenal. And when you look at these reviews that are out here where people are saying, well, it doesn't look better to me, again, they missed the plot. The purpose of the PlayStation 5 Pro was to take the best of what the quality modes and the performance modes that the base consoles can only give you separately, and put both of those things together. That's the purpose of the Pro, is to take those things that were done very well separately and put them together to where at times you may get better quality out of the base quality modes in the Pro enhanced modes. At times you may get better performance. But all in all, the goal is to give you the best of both worlds, which takes a lot of computing power, a lot of raw power under the hood. And so people may be looking at the raw computation of power that is being presented on paper, and they may say, you know what? I don't see how this thing can do it. And with the raw power alone, I would agree with you, except I am here to attest that, and you're looking at my Spider-Man footage scaled down to 1080p, you're going to want to go see it at the full 4K level. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I would agree with you, except the Magic Maker, PSSR. Nope, and none of these reviewers, they're not talking about this. PSSR is amazing. Like, I'm a big fan of DLSS. Cold Blood gets on me all the time. Oh, you don't play with the real frames and all that, or the real pixels and all that other stuff. So I don't care, man. DLSS 3 makes games look great. And when I'm playing on GeForce Now, they look fantastic through DLSS 3 and then the frame generation technology or whatever. I'm here to tell you that as much as I have an affinity for DLSS did not look this good at launch. PSSR, I'm telling you, impresses me more than DLSS when it launched. And here's the big thing about that. Number one, it's already off to a bigger start than DLSS is, even though it's years behind. But two, its ability to catch up, I feel like, is greater, because when you look at, let's look at Steam surveys, for instance. When you look at the Steam surveys, I would say about maybe 17%, if my numbers are correct, 17% of the people that are on Steam have rigs that play these high-powered games where DLSS is even needed. And you got to take that into consideration, because DLSS is AI and machine learning technology where, it gets better and better with each playthrough, with the more people contributing. I tell you all the time about, Stadia, for instance, great tech, fantastic tech. Regardless of what you thought of the business model or how it was managed, tech was fantastic. One day, if you bought a Stadia game, and I'll take particular Cyberpunk 2077, which is, by far the most successful Stadia game that they had, I believe. When I bought it day one, I wasn't so impressed. I mean, it may have performed better than what it was doing on consoles, but I wasn't impressed. So I didn't touch it for like a week or whatever. Came back a week later and my jaw dropped. I was like, hold on, what is this? I said, what was this update that made it look this good? And they're like, there was no update. This is the AI and the machine learning within the Stadia work set that's just making stuff better. And I'm like, holy cow. So imagine that with Stadia and its little bit of people. DLSS users, and I would roughly say, if I'm just doing a rough guesstimate, 17% of PC users really indulging into that. So when you take that 17%, if that number actually jives with how many people are actually using DLSS, those user numbers pale in comparison to the potential PlayStation PSSR users, because I think the PlayStation 5 Pro user base would have them beat by a few million. So again, you already have a platform or a technology that is starting off in a better space than DLSS did, even though it's behind. And you got a potential, again, we got to crunch these numbers and find out, but you got a potential higher user base with the PlayStation user base with the Pro, then you would have, using DLSS now, possibly, right? Because this thing is selling higher than the Pro, than the 4 Pro. If all that jives up, you have the stage set to where PSSR is not going to take that long. Still, I think it's still going to take some years, but it's not going to take that long to catch up to DLSS. Again, just a running theory, not betting on this, but I'm just throwing that possibility out there. So again, those of you that are like myself that have PlayStation 5 Pro, you got a day one. You are on the cutting edge of something phenomenal. I haven't felt like this in a long time. It's one of the I'm big into tech. One of the main reasons why I got into Stadia, and I enjoy playing on Stadia and all the possibilities that it put out there. But I have to say that this PSSR technology, the AI and machine learning, which I'm really big on, I would say that this has more potential than Stadia because of the footprint that it has. PlayStation just simply has a bigger footprint than Google could dream of, at the time that Stadia came out. So you're talking all those users adding to that AI and machine learning. I mean, this is going to be sick. So with that said, my friends, I am extremely excited. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of games. I just purchased the remake upgrade for Last of Us 2. I'm going to be getting into that. I have PlayStation Plus Premium, I think it's called. So I've downloaded Dead Island 2. So we're going to see how that looks on there, and we'll be reporting back. But definitely check out my little snippet videos that I've had. I put a little sample of them, the 1080p versions in here, but check them out on MM2K Gaming streams. And also get ready for my full 4K video. I'm going to do a recorded video where I'm showing you these games up front. But I just wanted to put this out here first before we got into the main show. With that said, I appreciate everybody for checking us out. Thank you very much. And until next time, have a wonderful gaming day. Peace. Yo, can y'all hear me? What is up, people? What is up, people? What is up, people? It is your boy, MM2K. Yes, we are back live on air. You know what? My apologies, y'all. Looks like that it was doing an echo thing during the playthrough of that. Next time that happens, let me know. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a very delicate setup here, and I can't listen to the streams, unfortunately. We need new hardware in the MM2K studio. I need a new capture card here. Let me close this out. Because while you guys were listening to that, I must be honest, I was playing my PlayStation 5 Pro. Yeah, I was playing some of this Dead Island 2, man. Hey, yo. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna look at it again. I want to make sure I'm not capping. Here's the thing. A lot of people may not want to hear this. It's the truth. I'm only going to tell y'all the truth. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Hold on, what was that? Ultimate Edition out now. Yeah, puppy. I'm gonna have to jump. Yo. This, oh God, man. Just so y'all know, Cold Blood is back home, but he would travel out of the country. Much needed vacation for my bro. But my bro, he's either getting rest or he's playing his PlayStation 5 Pro. I don't blame him. I can hear that Spider-Man in the background. I'm turning this off. I don't blame him. I can't. Don't let me turn. Okay. My body's like, you're doing a show. Turn it up. I mean, my mind is like, MM2K, you're doing the show. Turn it off. My body's like, no. My mind is telling me. My body's telling me yes. Oh my God, y'all. Blue Fire Demon in the house. What's up? Do us a huge favor. Tweet this out. Let me tweet this back out. I don't know why y'all be saying nothing, man. Y'all know that I be doing like 85,000 things at one time. And like I said, the setup is delicate. I can't, if it's echoing or something, just say something. All right, hold on. Let's do this. Technical, we're live. We're live. And audio tech issues have been fixed. Part of it too is YouTube is so wonky. You can't take any time off or you can't take a break. You got to be hustling and bustling every day to get them ads. Because if you don't do that, if you take some time off to, God forbid, enjoy gaming, then they're going to put you down, way down, and not really promote your stuff. So we need you guys to help us out, tweet us out, let everybody know that we're live, all that great stuff. All right. Now, with that said, I want to take this time to talk about a couple things. First and foremost, PlayStation 5 Pro, as you heard. Look, man, phenomenal device. I love it. Can't beat it with a stick. Let me show you guys something. So go to YouTube. He says live, okay, sir. All right, thank you, Blue Fire Demon. Appreciate it. No, when I was doing the show earlier, I didn't notice it until I looked in Discord. The what's it called was double playing. We definitely don't want that. Let's go here. Let's go to my channel. Say, ugh, I hate my PlayStation. Oh, these mugs are so corny. Let me show you guys something. Yeah, we're gonna call this dude out. These dudes are so fake and phony, bro. So this dude got, oh, I hate my PlayStation 5 Pro purchase. I'm serious. That's the algorithm. Those are the videos that are out there that get attention on YouTube. It's not about telling you the truth anymore. Look at this cornball in the corner. Stop it. And I would normally say, I don't care if you like your purchase or not. These mugs are just grifting. They got a PlayStation 5. They're going to Pro. They're going to take it back, or they might even just keep it and they just lie to you and tell you they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. When I got my PlayStation 5 Pro, and all I had to do was hook up Stellar Blade. I want to show you guys this though. I swear to God, I hate this. This is probably why I'm not getting any play here, because I do hate YouTube. It's so disjointed, it's so disorganized, and it makes it so difficult to go to something. Let me show you. Okay, here we go. So this is the MM2K Gaming Streams channel. You're definitely going to want to come here and check out this Stellar Blade content and check out Marvel Spider-Man. They're both in 4K and they both look beautiful, but they only give you about 80%. They only represent about 80% of what you're going to get with the PlayStation 5 Pro. So definitely check those videos out. All right. Now, with that said, let's see, what is this? Adopting live automated mid-roll saw and I'm not doing no damn mid-rolls. Get out of my face. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Let's get 3 more likes, y'all. Cash to hate. Exactly. Let's roll out the chat. Yo, says Muhammad Riot. What's up? We in here, says Navanzor. Michael Mordian says great time to be a gamer. Juice, what's up, my peoples? Good to see you, Juice. Since the effing start, they told you not to buy if you already have a PlayStation 5. Yeah, they're nobody's paying these dudes attention. Man, where y'all been? Real Royal Vision. Hey, look, Real Royal. Did you see the members content that we have out there? Like the last 2 days, I did members videos, and then today we're live. I don't know if Cold Blood is going to join us today, because Cold Blood honestly just got in from Turkey, and this is his first day with his PlayStation 5 Pro. He says, MM, my ass is Xbox. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, man. We are gonna get into that. The P-Rock joint. No, the P-Rock joint would it what? No. In Real Royal Vision, you're a member. So, I don't know. Maybe Real Royal Vision, here's what you're gonna want to do, bro. And this goes for everybody. Sam Walton in the house. This is now they have merch saying this is not an. Hey, bro, Sam, that's crazy. Hold on, because we're gonna talk about that. Just hold on. Let me handle Real Royal Vision real quick, man. Because that is, I'm gonna tell y'all who's what and who is behind that. But Real Royal Vision, here's what you're gonna want to do, bro. Go to. Here, let me show you. Hopefully it don't mess me up when I do this. Damn it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, it's at 1080. Okay, cool. All right, so let me show you guys. So right here, I'm on the video, right? Oh, damn it. It's not gonna do that. Shoot. Because that's the profile that I'm in. All right, hold on. Let me change it. All right, let's go to. Damn it. All right, let's go to cloud dosage, for instance. Let's go to cloud dosage. Pull up my last cloud dosage video. This when I was I played some Call of Duty on GeForce Now, which it looks great on GeForce Now. All right, I'm subscribed. You see how when you hit the subscribe button, there's all personalized. Make sure all is checked, bro. If all isn't checked, you're going to miss out on so much content. Don't try personalized, because that's their AI, their goofy ass AI trying to figure out what content you want to see and what content you don't want to see. Hold on. Why is that public? Oh God. Hold on. I think that shouldn't even be public. That's why nobody is fucking YouTube, bro. I hate this fucking platform. All right, let me change this shit, bro. That's why nobody's here, because I had that lined up. Okay, fuck it. It's members yeah. That's why nobody was here. Because they looked at that and now they see this and they're like, why the fuck would I come to both places? This was supposed to be members only. I mean, I'm glad it's doing numbers, but we got to shut it off. God damn, bro. YouTube, what the fuck are you doing? I had the profile set up for members only. Shit is... I hate these motherfuckers, bro. This is horrible. They better be happy I don't work there. This is horrible, bro. That was members content. So that's why you didn't see it, Real Vision. I had a video yesterday where I talked about Phil. All I basically did, bro, was mimic the template from yesterday's video, which was members. So what YouTube is supposed to do is take all the settings from that and just reduplicate it. And for some reason they made that public. So I had to change that and bring motherfuckers here, man. God damn. Platform is so crazy. He says, swing by the page. I've been in La La Land on this Pro. Like, hey, let me tell y'all something, man. The Pro is bonkers. Like I was saying about Cold Blood. Cold Blood is Cold Blood is probably playing his pro right now. That's why he's not here. Cold Blood is playing his pro right now, and I don't blame him. He's either that or he's getting some sleep. I'm here to tell y'all that the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's the future. I'm going to say this. Blue Fire Demon, that's a great question. Is it worth it over the normal one, though? Here's what I'm going to say. It depends. If you have an issue with blurry games in performance mode, like say for instance, okay, so when Mark Cerny rolled this out, bro, here, let me change this title too, because that could be another reason why my PlayStation 5 Pro thoughts week. Okay, PlayStation Pro no, deep dive. Let's talk about it. So here's what I'm going to say, Blue Fire Demon. Hell of a, Real Royal, I'm going to actually bookmark your comment because I want to address that. All right, so it says like and dip your current. Okay, so let me say this. If you are a gamer who played these performance modes and the performance modes were like too blurry for you, like if you didn't like them, if they were too blurry and you're like, you know, I like the frames, but I would like better quality in the frames. Like for instance, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a perfect example of that. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you know, the performance mode was hideous. You know what I mean? I mean, they did make some updates that got better, but still, you know, it left a lot to be desired. And that's because with, you know, all of the assets and shit that are in these games today, it's very hard to live up to that standard of 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? Like the technology is newer. People haven't, you know, really mastered built on these consoles yet, so they're having a difficult time getting to 60 frames per second. And that's why you're seeing a lot of games release all fucked up, buggy, whatever. And then these 60 frame patches or these better patches come later, because, you know, to optimize these games for these consoles, they need like an additional year on top of the other shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, we can't wait a year. We're going to release this game as it is. People will still buy it and then complain or whatever, but enough people won't complain to stop the sales. That's the way they've addressed it. As the console generation goes on, the optimization will get better, I believe. That's how it normally works. So let's hope that. But if you don't want to deal with that out of the gate, if you're like me and you're sick and tired of waiting 6 to 7 months for a performance update to make the shit look good, you know what I'm saying, and perform well, yes, it's needed. If you play on a console at 30 frames per second and you're like, I don't care about frames or performance, then I would say, unless you just wanted, if you want a game on the best of the best and you got the disposable income, then go, you know, of course, go do it. But someone like yourself who's even asking, is it worth it? It's worth it, definitely, if you looked at these performance modes and said, I wish they would do better at launch. Like, you no longer will have that problem. It's the extra power that's in the PlayStation 5 Pro. It's just a smidgen, but it's enough to help, because I've been playing games like Forspoken, which that ain't never getting no pro enhancement, but it plays substantially better than the base one. You know, I mean, I know they've made upgrades, but even with the upgrades, still was a little oatmeal-ish looking. Not on the PlayStation 5 Pro. There's just enough power in the PlayStation 5 Pro to take it over that hump where it doesn't really feel like oatmeal anymore in the performance mode. So you got that little bit of headroom, and it's just enough to where the brute power of it can just take it over just a smidgen enough to where you're like, you know what? This is cool. But for the pro enhanced games, like, let me give you an example. A lot of you guys are not going to want to hear this, but it's the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Honestly, the best way for you to play games as far as performance and looks are concerned, outside of spending thousands of dollars on hardware, was GeForce Now Ultimate. GeForce Now Ultimate streams you through its AI and machine learning superpods. Now they have 4080s in them. They got server grade processors in them. Like, I'm playing, like, on that same channel. Go and check out my Cyberpunk Overdrive mode footage, which isn't even possible, or which wasn't possible on other on consoles, and you'll see the difference. Like, GeForce Now Ultimate was the best way to play games definitively, unless you went and bought a $2,000 to $3,000 rig. I am here to tell you, I don't know that anymore. I don't know that anymore. Like, for me, it was like a no-brainer. If a game was on NVIDIA GeForce Now, and if it was on PlayStation 5, I'm getting it on NVIDIA GeForce Now. It was a no-brainer. I don't know that anymore. Now, again, people will say, oh, you try to say it's up there with a 4080 or whatever. Look, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that for these select games right now that are PS5 Pro enhanced, I've been looking at them. Like Dead Island 2. I just booted up. Here's what happened. That account, the Saber interactive account that you sign up for, that keeps a collection of what you do and what you don't do, that allows you to see if, you know what I'm saying? That allows you to see, allows you to keep a record of like all your in-game rewards and shit like that. I had to hook that up on PlayStation. That's what I was doing while y'all was listening to that video. And it wasn't working on PlayStation, so I had to go back to GeForce Now to see what my actual login was. And when I hooked it up on GeForce Now, and I was flickering back and forth between GeForce Now and PlayStation, significantly looked better on PlayStation. I couldn't believe it. On my PlayStation 5 Pro. Couldn't fucking believe it. And I'm like, holy shit. Like now, do I even know if I want to buy a game on GeForce Now versus my PlayStation? I mean, yeah, granted, PC games are cheaper, but now GeForce Now doing this okie doke shit, and NVIDIA, GFN, I love y'all, but I gotta keep it a buck. We keep it a buck here at MM2K Gaming. Friend or foe, we gonna get this work. They capping gameplay off at 100 hours a month. Oh, silky now. I don't know. GeForce, I don't know, bro. Look, I will give the edge to y'all over Boosteroid's new 4K service, but I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm not gonna make a mountain out of a molehill. I'm not gonna sit there in front. Now that I got my PlayStation 5 Pro, a lot more time is gonna be over here. Anyway, so I may never hit 100 hours a month, even though that sounds little as fuck. I may never hit 100 hours on GeForce Now that the PlayStation 5 Pro is out. But the moment I do, I'm switching to Boosteroid. I'm not even playing them games. I'm not gonna play them games with you. I'm not buying hours. This is not an arcade. I don't know what's going on. I just think they need to change their business structure. I just think they shot themselves in the foot with the free tier, and instead of adjusting the free tier, they're now fucking with the paid subscribers. They said something to the effect of, oh no, this is when it comes to this, it's only going to affect 6% of our user base. That's because 94% of your user base is on the free tier. We already knew, and peer group, everybody been knew that the overwhelming majority of people on GeForce Now were people that don't cloud game, but they're away from their rig and they want to play some Fortnite or whatever. So they bump up, they use GeForce Now. As soon as they get back home, they don't use it. And these are people that are not paying for the service. They're putting strain and use on the server base, but they're not paying for the service. So now they're going to make us pay. The paying users, they're going to make us pay. No, you put the restrictions on them, and then what you do is you add commercials. And leave us alone. Well, I'm already paying $20 a month for GeForce Now Ultimate. The fuck? No, I do not like this at all. And I've been an advocate for GeForce Now. I even got into it with my own brothers over at Cloud Dosage about this. Oh man, y'all better leave that xCloud alone, man. GeForce Now is it? We've gone back and forth. Look, I can't do it. Friend or foe, get it. GeForce Now is still my favorite way to play. But one, that 100 hours, that's bonkers. Number two, now that the Pro's out and I'm looking at this Pro and I'm like, Dead Island 2? Hold on now, Dead Island 2, I mean, yeah, the PSSR, but the PSSR is in its infancy. What the fuck is Dead Island 2 on a console doing looking better than something that has 4080 capabilities, server grade CPU, and fucking, what do you call it? You know what I'm saying? I believe there's DLSS in when maybe there's not. What's going on? Something don't seem right. Pump the brakes. If I see more and more of those, I might not need GeForce Now. But that's a great question. And another thing too is a lot of y'all right here, like Real Royal Vision said, y'all don't have the right TVs for this shit. Like it would not having the right TV, buying a PlayStation 5 Pro, and then blaming the PlayStation 5 Pro when quote unquote you can't see no difference. It's like buying a high performance car like a Lamborghini, but living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where there's nothing but hills and potholes. So when you drive the motherfucker and the tires burst and and everything is all mangled under the car, you're like, hold on, that wasn't a great driving experience, but what the fuck are you doing driving it in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? That's why you don't see a lot of Lamborghinis. Like around here, people have them, but they'll just creep through real slow. You know what I'm saying? So they don't fuck up their car, and they just they be out for like 10, 15 minutes, and they take the motherfucker back. So if you gotta have the right TV, your Hachitachi 2000 with the fat back that you got at 1996, that ain't gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. I got me an LG C1. That's still kind of old. I got an LG C1. It got VRR. It got these game modes and shit like that. It's a great. You can start off there. You'll see the difference there. I'm getting that LG G4 though. You best believe that. That G4. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it's on sale. My recommendation, if you got a Pro and you got some pocket change for a TV, get that LG G4. Hook that oh my God. And you ain't gotta get like 55 inches or something like that, bro. Like I think you get a 55-inch one, $2,300, man. I better get me shit. You gotta, Real Royal Vision is right. You gotta get you a good TV. Can't play around. But yeah, that's where we've been. Like, Cold Blood's been on vacation, Real Royal Vision. I had my PlayStation 5 Pro. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. While I was playing Stellar Blade, y'all know Stellar Blade is my game of the year. While I was playing Stellar Blade, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I love y'all like kids I pay child support for. I don't give a fuck. I wasn't thinking about streaming. I wasn't thinking about a real Royal. I think it was you, bro. You told me, you said, look, Mars, fuck the bullshit. Take that goddamn HDMI port out of that capture card. Man, fuck recording. Take it out of that capture card, plug that into your TV so you can get that VRR, that ALLM. I think it was you, Real Royal. And I took your advice and I wasn't thinking about streaming, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold you. George Washington, I cannot lie. I wasn't thinking about it. I just come off my high. I just stopped glazing myself and stop having to change my trousers every time I put in a new game. Oh, Stellar Blade. Oh, Spider-Man 2. Oh, God of War. Last of Us 2. Yeah. I just cleaned myself off. And said enough is enough. Body was stickier than a honey bun, sun-baked in molasses. So Real Royal Vision, I'm blaming you. No, I ain't gonna front. I wasn't thinking about it. Now, part of it also too was I snapped out of my psychosis and was like, no, I gotta do something. So then I was trying to record y'all footage, but then the PlayStation, the PSSR is so powerful, it was giving my capture card fits. My capture card didn't know what to do. It was like, what is this heavenly technology? I'm not worthy. shit started shimmying and shaking. I said, oh, so I was like, no, I refuse to do anything until I fix this. And it took me 2 days to figure out the right settings for my capture card for it to properly capture as much as I could in regards to PlayStation 5 Pro, the PSSR technology and the anti-aliasing and shit. So it was a combination of my capture card and my capture PC not acting right with the PlayStation 5 Pro. And then just simply put, man, I've done more gaming this week than I've probably done in months. I can't lie to y'all. This is right here. The boss battle, what you're watching on the screen, that's me. And I did that shit like 30 times, bro. I just kept doing it over and over and over and over and over and over. Because I couldn't believe the visuals. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, the fuck? This is Stellar Blade? Yeah, PlayStation 5 Pro is the truth. Anybody that say they don't like it, either they really didn't care about performance modes. Because that's all it does, is it takes the best of the quality from the base, best of the performance mode from the base, and where the base can only do one or the other well, it does both of them well. So if you didn't care, if you only played in quality mode, when you look at the Pro Enhanced mode, all it is the quality mode mixed with the performance mode. So if you're one of those strange entities that can't tell the difference between 30 and 60, shout out to my homegirl Snow Bunny. There's people out there that can't tell the difference. If you're one of those people, then yeah, you're gonna feel like that you wasted $700 because there's only a few games to where that Pro Enhanced mode, the quality of it looks better than the quality mode. There's a couple of games like that. But most of it is just taking that quality mode and mixing it with the performance mode. And to me, it's worth it because I gotta have 60 frames. I can't do 30. I get nauseous now trying to do 30 frames. Yeah, the P-Rock joint, hopefully you guys caught that. Check that out. The interview that we did with P-Rock a couple of months ago was a great interview. The memes on saying because of the ad. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, Sam, I think that's insane, bro. Matter of fact, I want to make sure I don't miss your comment. So I'm gonna bookmark it. We're gonna get to that when we get to that section. Juice says, tell Cold Blood to turn it off and bring his ass here. I'm playing my pro and I'm here. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Nah, he look, Cold Blood ain't even playing around, bro. They ain't even fucking around. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I'm not even mad at him. I can't, no. Let me tell you guys something. This is why Xbox is in the state that it's in. That magic that Xbox tried to deliver you with the Xbox One X that we never realized because only a couple of months later did the PlayStation 4 Slim, which at the time was only $200 fucking dollars. Did the PlayStation 4 Slim come out with God of War Ragnarok, and it looked better than anything on my Xbox One X, and that made me want to toss this motherfucker out the window. So that moment, that magic that they were trying to replicate and that they fell short on is finally realized and replicated here. So I imagine, well, I guess I can't say that. I was going to say, I imagine that the people that are going to get the most out of this experience are people like me who was waiting for that moment when I got my Xbox One X. When I played my Xbox One X, I played it and I was like, you know what? No, it looks a lot sharper. Colors look a lot more vivid. This is cool. But I wasn't blown away. I was impressed with Gears. They did a wonderful job with Gears. And then I remember everybody was talking about Call of Duty. Call of Duty looked good, but I wasn't blown away. I wasn't blown away. I'm blown away with the Pro. Spider-Man looks sick. Stellar Blade looks sick. Dead Island. I've never played Dead Island 2 on console, so I don't know what it looked like beforehand. But all I can say is when I boot up Dead Island 2, which looks great on GeForce Now, but for some reason, as it being Pro enhanced, like you would have never told me in a million years that I would be looking at it on GeForce Now Ultimate and then looking at the PlayStation 5 Pro enhanced version and then saying, why does this look better? I never would have imagined that. So, yeah, I don't, I'm here. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth looks like a new game. Exactly. Like, that's probably what he's playing. Because I don't think he finished Rebirth. He's probably finishing Rebirth right here. Dark Zone says the whole slate. Yeah, whole slate's coming, man. Black Ops 6 looks insane. Yeah, it does. Demon Fire says, I may sound stupid or biased because I have been in the financial problems for a long time or something, but I think you could better save the pros money for next gen, but that's me. Like, I understand the reasoning. Blue Fire Demon, and look, I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't just grab $700. I have it. But I can't, like I'm on financial punishment. A few years ago, and I think I told this to y'all, a few years ago, I just went crazy. When I first started content creating, like, I don't know if somebody might be around that remember this. That year I had spent like $13,000 in electronics. I was buying monitors, computers, all types of shit. I even bought a PlayStation 4 Pro that I gave away on my Discord. I tried to blame it on my friend. I was like, my friend, he donated some money. No, that was me. I was just too embarrassed to say because my wife had took the checkbook from me. Because we were trying to buy this house that we're in now, and I thank God that she did that, because if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have been here. And I love this house. But I spent $13,000 on electronics. I went ham. I went and, like I said, I bought 4K monitors. I bought like 3 of them off of Amazon. 4K 120 hertz monitors. Like I said, just as a giveaway in Discord, I went and bought a fucking PlayStation 5 Pro or PlayStation 4 Pro. Just to give away in the Discord to try to drive up Discord users. And we only got 10. And somebody was like, bro, just cancel the giveaway. And I'm like, no, fuck it. I'll just give it. And I gave it away to somebody. I think William Aguilar got it. Shout out to William Aguilar. He be on, PlayStation guy. He be on Twitter. Yeah, I did that. What else did I do? There were people that I was managing, on the content creation side, just doing shit with them because of the legacy PNTS network. I was giving them hundreds of dollars to give away. I spent like $13,000 on electronics in 1 year. And that's just on electronics. I bought a car. I bought a Mitsubishi. Someone had stolen a license plate off of it. I went to court for it, but the police never gave me back my license plate. And they were building a house right next to where I was at, and the people that built the house had the car towed. I was supposed to go pick it up. It was only like $100 to get it out of the pound. I never went and picked it up. I wasted like, what was that, 25 grand there. I was just blowing money. So I have it, but my wife was like, no, you're not. She's restricted me, which I get it. I would have done the same thing. I probably wouldn't have been as courteous as her. So yeah, I have it, but then I don't. And that's why with this thing, she's like, no, this is a zero-sum game. If you want to do this, if this makes you happy, I don't give a fuck. Do what you gonna do. But whatever money you put into this, you better make it back somehow. So my plan for the PlayStation 5 Pro was, I got a Best Buy credit card she don't know about, right? So I was going to run up the credit card and go buy it. And I was going to trade in my PlayStation 5 for it. But it so happens that Best Buy called me, was like, oops, we made a mistake. Console that we thought we had for you, we don't have. Oops. And I'm like, what? Motherfucker, what? Arguing with them, and I was like, you know what? Ain't no reason. So then I was like, you know what? Let me go to GameStop. Tried to trade in my PlayStation in GameStop because that's where I bought it day one. And they were like, we can't take this. I was like, why can't you take it? And come to find out, he had to call the district manager and everything. District manager told him that my PlayStation came out of a batch of PlayStations that they sold, but they discovered at the rate of returns, I guess, that it was a faulty batch, so they weren't allowed to take it. So I'm like, fuck, I'm fucked. I said, well, screw this. And how they were able to determine that is they scanned the barcode on the box. So I said, I just got smarter. I just took it out the box, went to another GameStop, traded it in, right? Shout out to Girlie there. She was real nice because I had brought in some other junk that she should have never took, but she's like, man, fuck it, I don't care. But she scanned it in, whatever. Didn't even RMD anything. You know, everything was cool. And then I was able to knock off about $400, including the tax. I was able to knock off $450 off my with all my trade-ins, and I got my PlayStation 5 Pro for $399. I only had to pay $399 out of pocket. Yep. So yeah, I got, and when my wife, when she goes through the expenses, I got work coming in to where she don't know about, that I'm hoping I can like slide and be like, you know, I can get away from that one, or I'm just gonna get clobbered in my head. But it's gonna be worth it. That's how great the PlayStation 5 Pro is, bro. That's how great it is. So I get where you're coming from, Blue Fire Demon, but I'm telling you, it depends on what your needs are. If you were looking at this generation and you were like, okay, I'm happy that there are more 60 frames per second games on PlayStation, but goddamn, I wish they would look better. Or I wish I didn't have to wait so long for them to patch these games and get better. If that feeling is lumping you upside your head, then get a PlayStation 5 Pro. If you're buying a game and you're like, no, I'm cool, I'm fine. And like you said, you know, I'm struggling financially and I can't justify it unless it's really going to blow me away. Then you can wait. But again, if you got it and you're like, I simply just want the best of the best, or man, these performance modes on console are trash. I really don't like them. I need my 60 frames, but man, are these modes oatmeal-y, or there should be a little bit more sharpness to this, right? Or if you're like me, here's the best way to explain it. If you're like me, and say for instance you went to play a game and the performance mode was kind of ashy, and you're like, damn, or oatmeal-y, blurry. You're like, fuck, I wish this looked better. And you're like, I wonder what the quality mode is. Like, say if you go to them quality modes where it's 40 frames or 30 frames, and you're like, damn, that looks sharp as hell, but oh man, them frames is horrible. I wish I could get the best of both worlds. If you ever went through that exercise like me, PlayStation 5 Pro is your machine. I'll put it like that. Since y'all not seeing 4090 versus Pro videos for a reason, especially off screen, the meters and the overlays mean nothing. It's good. I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm not gonna say that it is the power. It can buck up against a 4090 or 4080. I'm not gonna say that yet. What I am going to say is, as more and more games get Pro enhanced and this PSSR gets more and more advanced, the likelihood, Real Warrior Vision, of those videos coming out, I doubt it. What up, Chris? What's going on, brother? Hey, Chris, you a fool for what you did yesterday. I ain't gonna say that. Chris, you a fool. Shout out to my bro, Chris. MM, they said no worries when you run out of time. You can use the free service or low price. Man, I'm not, man. Them motherfuckers, man. Don't make me. Those is my homies over in the video, but they fooling right now, bro. They fooling right now. Don't make me say something bad about them. Don't give them Don't give them street MM2K. I'll say, if that's like if one of my buddies call me up and say something off the wall, I'm cussing them out, their asses out. The video needs to be cussed the fuck out for this one. I ain't gonna front, bro. $100? Like I went and got Dragon Age Veilguard to play specifically on GeForce Now. I'm easily gonna get $100 on that alone. It's gotten better. Like a lot of my concerns with some of the cringy messaging or the lecturing that's in the game, I'm discovering that all that is avoidable. So more or less, you had a bunch of people that I think rightfully so pointed out the cringe in it, but it's avoidable. So as long as it's avoidable and it's there for people that want it, I don't care. I think that, a lot of people were trying to bring emergency flags to that stuff. And then, but more importantly, the gameplay's gotten better. Like the beginning of the game was horrible. Like those first 4 hours are bad. It's not just the writing, and it's not none of the political lecturing. It's not just the writing though. It's the gameplay. Everything about the first 4 hours are horrible. Once you get past some 4 hours, bro, it starts feeling like old school Diablo. You know what I mean? The story writing, it's not excellent, but it gets better. It gets bearable. And then you're like, okay, this is a game so if it stays on that trajectory, I could easily put 100 hours into that alone. He said, perfect analogy. Just got a Samsung S90C 65 QLED for under oh, that's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Make sure you got that. I don't know if that one has the VRR in it. If you make sure you got VRR, make sure that it takes HDMI 2.1 to get the best out of the Pro. You don't want to eat finest cut of steak with your hands. You know what I'm saying? Still gonna taste good, but you want that fork and that knife, bro. So make sure that you got it takes HDMI 2.1. Wait till you experience AI image upscaling, brother. No lag either. That ALLM clean all that up. Yeah. He says, oh, I already know. I told you. Yeah, bro. I knew it was you. I knew it was you, Real Royal Vision. When you told me, he's like, man, fuck that, man. You better take that shit out of that punk ass capture card and put it directly in your TV. When I did that, it was like, oh. Then I had another voice. Man, fuck them motherfuckers, man. You ain't recording shit, man. You better sit there. Cold Blood was calling me, Moss, where you at? Moss! I was sitting there hiding this shit. Where you at? You going live? Fuck no. Walk that water, as Z would say. Nah, I'm telling you. That euphoria. Chris, and I don't know, Chris, you still in here, Chris? My bro, Chris. We got to get you on the show one day, Chris. We was just talking about that, me and Cold Blood. We got to get you on the show one day, brother. For those of y'all that don't know my brother Chris, this is my crazy ass brother, this crazy motherfucker. Chris is a nut. Hey, Chris, you're going down in Twitter history for what the fuck you did yesterday. I'm not telling nobody. You see, Sean cried. Oh, that was some bitch shit. That was some bitch shit. I wish I could tell y'all. Oh, man, every time I think about it, I'm in tears. Chris is a crazy motherfucker, man. Anyway, my brother Chris, I don't know if you're still in here. I love you, bro. Yeah, we got to get you on the show. For those of y'all that don't know Mr. Chris Steele, he just like your boy. He did it before I did, though. Just like your boy. Big time Xbox enthusiast. He was on BGST. For those of y'all that know BGST, Chris was an original panel member with Z, Tim Dog. Now him and Tim Dog got a sports show together. Those are all my DM brothers. Chris had to jump. He was like, yo, this shit is him. Who was it? Were you on there with Worry Wart? You, Worry Wart, Showstopper. You know what I'm saying? These was dudes that was fighting the good fight on behalf of Xbox. Mr. Chris Steele got his his Xbox One X like me, day one. We booted it up. We were like, okay, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's my bro. Like a kid at Christmas time getting lost. And no, you wasn't tripping. Some of those games improve each time you play. Like I told you, bro. I told you. Like Stellar Blade before my eyes looks like it's getting better slowly but surely. 13,000, bro. Whoa, yeah, I did. Yeah, I dropped 30. Yeah, I had a problem. That's why I was embarrassed. I'm gonna tell y'all, I was embarrassed back then to tell y'all what happened. That's why I was telling y'all, like when I was giving away that. I don't know if y'all remember when I was giving away that PlayStation 4 Pro. I was embarrassed back then to tell y'all that I had no control over my spending urges. I was like some rich kid with their parents' credit card. I had no control over my spending urges, and I was just doing stupid shit just because I don't know what was wrong. I don't know what was wrong. It wasn't like I was going through a midlife crisis or something like that. I just something just broke in me mentally. I don't know why or how. And every piece of electronic that I saw, I was like, I want that. And then normally I'm very fiscally responsible. And just because I had the money sitting there, I was like, fuck it, let me just spend it. I'm trying to think. I can't even remember what triggered it. I just went off that year. And my wife was like, no. She's very patient with me. She's like, no, you're not going to do this again. Okay, where's all your credit cards? Okay, we're closing them. We're paying them off. We're closing them. And here's how the money will flow from here on out. She's like, I'm getting my house. You're not going to fuck this up for me. And I said, okay, I got you. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have the I'm in now. So I went crazy. My mom would kill me. Well, yeah, I went crazy. At least you didn't sell your old PlayStation to your girlfriend. Look, man, look. Let me say something, man. I'm gonna say something to y'all about that, man. Look. Me and Cold Blood had argued about this too. Well, not argued, but we was going back and forth about it. Because I don't give a fuck about no Dream. I mean, I ain't got nothing against it. I don't give a fuck about no Dreamcast guy. I am not a Dreamcast guy advocate. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a Dreamcast guy sponsor. But here's my thing, bro. I don't think that was such a big deal. Here's what I think we've done psychologically on why everybody was running like with scissors in their hand about this whole thing with Dreamcast guy and his girlfriend and the $500. Y'all assume that because it's a girl, right? This is just reflecting y'all's mental biasness and shit. Y'all assume that because it's a girl, she didn't know any better. She don't know about gaming, and that he walked up to her and said, hey, can I give you $500? Or can you give me $500? And I'll give you this PlayStation 5 Pro. Or for PlayStation 5, it's a can opener. It puts fuel in your car and it plays video games. Y'all make it seem like that she's dumb. In order to believe that he finessed his girlfriend, you would have to think that she's dumb. You would have to co-sign that she's stupid. Because anybody that follows Dreamcast guy, which I really don't follow him, but I know enough about him to know that his girlfriend, she may not be on camera with him or whatever, but she's very in tune to gaming, for one. And for two, she's very in tune to his business. So she's not someone that would be like me walking up to Cold Blood. Like Cold Blood ain't my girlfriend. I'm just saying the gaming vernacular that she has. That would be like me walking up to Cold Blood and say, Cold Blood, I got this Series S. I want $30,000 for it. Cold Blood like, man, if you don't fly a kite into a thunderstorm. So she wasn't finessed. Here's what likely happened. Because I think they live together too. You know, but when you're just boyfriend and girlfriend and you're not married, I'm gonna give y'all some. When you're boyfriend and girlfriend and you're not married, your money's still separate, which I feel that's the way it should be. The money shouldn't come together until y'all married. You know what I mean? Because then y'all officially become one. That's a whole nother podcast. Anyway, because the way me and my wife do it is everything flows through one thingy, and then after we do our bills or what we're putting up for our savings or whatever, then me and her split the rest. After we come away with all our expenses, this is going here to whatever's left, me and her divvy it up. It goes, what's left goes, part of it goes into my account and the other half goes in her account. That's how me and my wife do it. I think, and that's the most fiscally responsible way for a married couple to, but if you're a boyfriend and trust me, I've had girlfriends that the reason why we weren't married is because they weren't fiscally responsible and they weren't marriage material. You want your money to be separate. So their money's probably separate. So she probably said, look, here's the thing, bro. I know you want that PlayStation 5 Pro, but you ain't got the ducats for it. I tell you what, I'm gonna do you a solid. Give me your PlayStation 5, I'll give you $500. How about that? It's like Denzel, I'm walking away with something, like I'm just not gonna give you $500, but I understand what you're doing, babe. Try and do your little content creation thing. Here you go. I'll give you $500, but I'm walking away with something. And he said, oh shit, well, thank you so much. Great, here you go. And the way I put it to Cold Blood is like, the people putting so much emphasis on this, and again, I hate even that I'm going through this, but I just feel like that exposes a lot of people in the gaming world that y'all ain't got no steady relationship, y'all ain't got no healthy relationship, y'all understand how the shit works. You know what I'm saying? Like, girlfriends or boyfriends just flat out buy shit for their other halves all the time. Like, y'all wouldn't be complaining if he went online and said, oh, my girlfriend bought me a PlayStation 5 Pro. Y'all wouldn't be saying nothing. Y'all are only saying something because he said, I sold my girlfriend my PlayStation 5 for $500. So y'all automatically assume that he finessed her, as if she don't live with him or she don't understand gaming, let alone his business. No, I don't think that happened at all. I think all signs point to, she was like, I want to give him $500, but he's going to give me something for it. Because maybe she's going to sell it. You know what I'm saying? And she better trust that she sell it than he do. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably why she did it. Or maybe she's going to give it to somebody. Maybe she's going to keep it. Who knows? But to assume he finessed her, you got to assume that she's stupid. She don't understand the value of the PlayStation 5 because she's a girl. I got to stop that shit, bro. She's not dumb. She knows his business. She knows about gaming. She knows the trade-in value of the PlayStation 5, that it ain't no $500. But she was just doing her boyfriend a solid. And to me, to make it seem more like she's like, oh no, I'm not, you ain't just, you, to make the finesse less likely, instead of just giving him the $500, she said, I'm walking away with something. Give me something, you know what I'm saying? And they'll tell him what she's gonna do with it when she gets it. Shit like that happens all the time. I had girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't got no ride right now. Oh, okay, well, let's go to the auction, see what I can get you a vehicle, boom, you know what I'm saying? Here's what you do for me though, because I'm not just gonna drop XYZ amount on you and I don't get no kickback. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you gotta give me, hey, I'll give you such and such if you give me that TV, you know what I'm saying? Couples do this shit all the time, bro. They do it all the time. Oh, you trying to go to the auction and get that so-and-so? What is that, 2 G's? Oh, word up. Well, you give me that Samsung on your wall is mine. I mean, the 2 G's is yours. Like, I'm walking away with something. It happens all the time. So, first party will start coming out starting next year, so save up until then. This is Michael Borden. It does so I'm good. He says he should have said my girlfriend gave me fun. Now, Juice, I do agree with you with that, and that's the same thing Cold Blood said. He said his dumb ass should have never said. Yeah, I would have just said my girl gave me $500. But he probably does what I do. I just sit there and be like, I told y'all about something that, you know, I wasted $13,000. I blew it. And there's nothing to brag about. It's like, oh, this is cool. Like, no, it's dumb. I'm in my 40s. I know better than that. I'm not some 15-year-old that came across the black card. I know better than that. That's nothing to be proud of. So he probably does what I do, is just be up front and straightforward with his audience, not thinking about y'all that's clipping. You know what I'm saying? I think Dreamcast guy's at that point. I think he's at the point to where he's been doing this for so long, and I'm not saying he's straightforward and honest. I do think there's a lot of grifting in what he does. That's why I said I'm not a Dreamcast guy advocate. What I am saying is that all this making fun of him and all this stuff that y'all think that y'all doing, y'all ain't doing nothing but helping his channel. Why? Because the more and more y'all clip him, the more and more y'all make fun of him, you're sending people to his channel, even if they are just writing comments like, oh, fuck you, hate you, fuck you. He's getting paid off of that. Y'all gotta watch his video. Y'all gotta go to his channel. Y'all adding to his AdSense. Dreamcast guy never responds to y'all. If you notice that, he never responds to y'all. Now, I'm not a fan of his, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a fan of his content. I don't like the direction that he goes into with his content. I've made a couple of videos really debunking what he said because I thought it was crazy. But if I feel like somebody's content steers people in a bad direction, I don't give them any attention. So that's why I don't say much about Dreamcast guy. I really think that, you know, I don't like what his content does. But even though I don't like what his content does, I can see what happened with that whole $500 exchange. Or maybe she's dumb as a box of rocks sitting on the docks. No, I think she knew what she was doing. But because that happened to me one time. I had a girlfriend. She didn't have a car. She had just moved from another state. She didn't have a car. I had money. I had money in the bank. She knew it. Baby, can I get a car? I mean, let's go to the auction. And I'm sitting there looking around her house, and I'm like, hold on, you ain't got no car, but you got this, you got that, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Hey, yo, give me that Samsung off that TV, off that wall. Huh? Yeah, give me that Samsung off that wall, bro. For real, you going? Yeah. Because this motherfucker had 5 TVs in a 1-bedroom apartment. No, 2-bedroom apartment. I'm sorry. 5 TVs? Like, I was like, no. You're gonna take my best TV? Do you need a car or not? Okay. Give me the Samsung off the motherfucking wall. Okay. Well, it wasn't on the wall, but it's still. You catch my drift. Give me the motherfucking Samsung. Oh, okay. You still have 4 other TVs. Give me the Samsung. I'll give you $2,000. Now the Samsung wasn't worth $2,000, but I'm leaving with something. I'm leaving with something. Sean in the house, what's going on, brother? All right. Up and Cold Blood just hopped in too. Oh, I heard the ding. Thought I heard it. What the hell? Where's Discord at? Oh, there he goes. Cold Blood in the house. What's up, brother? I guess he's getting his mic together. So, something's going on. Because we was just about to move to the whole Xbox thing. We're going to spend the last 40 minutes on that. But Cold Blood is in the house. He's had time with his PlayStation 5, I'm assuming. His PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm assuming. So we can get the first his thoughts on that. While we're waiting on that, let's go. Let me go through some more of these comments. Let me see here. What did I miss? He says, MM, we're gonna have to talk about your GeForce Now and their time limits. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that ain't. I'm feeling some type of way about that. I'm feeling some type of way about it. All right. Well, what we'll do is here. Let's get into. So let me bookmark this, and then while we're waiting for Cold Blood to get his mic and shit together, let me see something here. Oh yeah, he hopped out. Let me change the videos. Let me get the videos ready for. This is Xbox. This is Xbox. Let me get the videos ready. So hold on. Xbox Games official. Games trailer. Let's do the Stop for Midnight. Are Your Dreams. This is Xbox. What else we got over here? Sinuous Sacrifice. Let's do that one over here. Stalker 2. Heart of Chernobyl. We're gonna do some Heart of Chernobyl. Perfect Dark. That bullshit gameplay. What else we got? Heart of Chernobyl. 20 years to Xbox. We're gonna do Call of Duty. Okay. Here we go. All right. Let's talk about Xbox, man. Let me change this to when Cold Blood gets everything fixed, then we'll social rundown. Xbox news. Here we go. All right, y'all. Wow. Xbox is now up. You hop back in. Cold Blood. Still can't hear you, brother. He's trying.
Hello?
Uh-oh. Okay, we kind of hear you. Hello?
What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Finally, bro. Oh my God.
Man.
Something was going on with Discord.
Oh, okay. So you back home now, right?
Yeah.
you get some quality time with the pro?
No.
No? Oh,
data,
shit.
Data transfer screen, and then I was sleeping for a bit.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. That's what I figured. That's what I was telling everybody. I said he's either playing the pro and he's like, man, fuck that water. I'll show up tomorrow, or he's getting some sleep. You had a good trip, bruh?
Yeah, was awesome.
Good. Well deserved time off, man. I was telling people, I was so enamored with the pro, and I was trying to get footage and shit like that. I just was like, man, when my brother comes back, I'll go live. I'll go live again. Until then, y'all can wait. Man, wait till you boot up. Like, did you beat Rebirth yet?
Rebirth?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well, yeah, I mean, you might run through it again or something, or just try it out. I was gonna say, wait till, man.
Yeah.
Stellar Blade. I can go ahead.
Most to do so, I would need a disk drive. I don't have one.
Oh man. Oh, we gotta get Cold Blooded disk drive, y'all. We gotta get him a disk drive, y'all. Everybody's like this. Everybody's going crazy on it. Yeah, we gotta get Cold Blooded disk drive, y'all. That's the new campaign. There's some, look, man. There's MM2K Gaming News. You know what I'm saying? You guys did a lot for us this year. 2024 was even bigger than 2023. Let's keep it rolling. As we put out quality content, like even though I wasn't doing live content, I still put out stuff for the members, even though YouTube fucked up our member content. Today, we still got stuff out there. Yeah, man, there's gonna be more shit coming out in 2024. So if you guys can be so kind and opine, we got the members content, super chat, all that great stuff, man. We really appreciate it. And just look at our 4K, stuff that we put out there and other things. It'll be worth it. So definitely something to consider. And consider becoming a member, man. Definitely. what's this? Hip Hop Gamer says, see, Hip Hop Gamer, man, I don't think that his stuff is necessarily untrue. He's talking out of turn. He's doing he's doing like the Phil Spencer of content creation, where he's talking about shit way out of turn, and it doesn't even come to fruition. I think these are ideas and stuff that they're floating out there, but they're not solid yet. And so when they never come out, or they end up being something else, then he looks crazy. He says, God of War Young Kratos officially makes a featured return. I can now confirm this. The next God of War is going to be even more special than 2018 reboot, considering a new experience that will feature the young Kratos. Release window was unknown at this point, but Marvel's Wolverine will be the perfect experience to carry us through the next God of War title. Like, I think that's concept. Like, let's listen to this, man. Hold on. Let me,
Hip Hop Gamer, hot 97 to 660. Yeah. God of War. Young Kratos is back. Get ready. I can officially confirm this. So let me tell you this right now, right? Now, let me tell you how this all came about. So, a long time ago, remember I told you I was at United Nations, right? Even in the other video. So, a long time ago, I can show you the footage too. A long time ago, I actually visited Sony Santa Monica Studios.
Okay, look, man. No, you know what? Never mind. I'm not. Just hold. All right.
Created one of the best God of War games ever. What's crazy is I was having a conversation, very interesting conversation. And a lot of people kept talking about, yo, we love God of War. We love this, but we want to see that young Kratos back. We want to see that energy. Now, come to find out, right? Just to give y'all insight, a lot of times, especially within Sony and their teams, they share information. They compete against one another internally as well. But they share a lot of information and they share a lot of techniques when it comes to game development, because they're all on the same side. They're all on the same team, even though they do compete. So what's happening now is that there was a conversation about what young Kratos would be like in terms of young Kratos versus like old Kratos, right? And it was interesting because I'm like, how would that happen? Like, how y'all plan on doing that? And this is when the confirmation came, talking to the right person. So what's going on is this. No spoilers, but there's a part in one of the God of War games where you're tearing through realms, right? And there's certain technology that will allow you to do this, to where you go into a realm and it's where young Kratos meets old Kratos, or it's a situation where there's a dream that Kratos is gonna have where you go back in time and now you're playing as young Kratos through a dream, right? Now, how do I know this? Again, so I work with a lot of people in marketing as well, across many different areas of entertainment. You see me with all the actors, the actresses, agencies. I'm involved with everything. You know what I'm saying? So what's interesting is there was talk about a DLC where you'll be able to have the skin of young Kratos and play through the game as young Kratos. But there's something in the game from a storyline standpoint where you actually play as young Kratos in the next big AAA God of War that's being developed and being made. Now, Wolverine is going to carry us through in terms of that energy, that brutality, that single player experience that, you know, Sony is known for. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Insomniac. But what I will tell you this right now is just like how you saw Ratchet and Clank rift apart, just like how you saw some of the multiverse abilities in Spider-Man 2, just as you saw in other games, certain realms being torn and stuff like that, all of that technology is being utilized to also tell stories and do different things in unique ways. Now, another thing that came up, but I'm not sure about this one. What I'm about to say right now, I'm not 100% sure on this one. But I did hear that TC Carson, was either they reached out to him or they just spoke about him potentially coming back and doing the voice of young Kratos while you have Christopher Judge doing, the old Kratos and stuff like that. That was just something that I heard. I don't know if that part is officially true. I'm going to find out. But what I will tell you right now is that young Kratos is officially back. You'll see him again in the next God of War. And it's a situation where either there's you're going to play him through a dream that Kratos have, or there's it's like a DLC skin that you be able to unlock, and then you could go through the game as young Kratos or something like that. It's something along those lines. But I do know that young Kratos is coming back to the next God of War in some way, shape, or form. The demand has been so high for the fans, so I'm looking forward to all of it. So one love, God bless. You rocking with the GOAT of the game, Hip Hop Gamer, on your Hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. I love what I do. The best at it. Let's get it. Peace.
All right. Let me do this. Here's what I want to say before I get into the cons of him making this announcement. I will say this. I don't think a lot of people realize, what he said, Hot 97, a lot of people hear that and they just think that this dude just works for, that he's doing this like a Cold Eastwood or something like that. Hot 97 is one of the biggest urban radio stations in one of the biggest urban markets in the world, which is New York. So he does have connections. I'm not doubting that. My thing is that what is it that they want to tell him and why? I think we've heard a lot of stuff from Hip Hop Gamer, and I believe that he's being told this stuff. And I believe he's being told this stuff by marketing teams at Sony. Here's the problem. At what stage of development or implementation is he being told this stuff? There have been some things that he's been told that have come to fruition in some shape, form, or fashion. Some have yet not. Some haven't. The problem is that are these people telling him stuff because they want him to put it out there to get fillers? Because if that's the case, then he might want to say, okay, thanks for the information, and just sit on it. I've had that happen to me. I've had people link me stuff and say, okay, you can go say this. And I'm like, sure. And I sat on it until I would, drop little driblets for other sources. And then when the information would come back to make it sound like what I was originally told in bulk was solid, then I released it. I've sat on stuff up to a month, up to a few months. I'm not saying none of this is true. I'm not saying, I just, that right there sounds like concept that could easily be scrapped before the game is released. And if the next game comes out and that sequence isn't in there, then that's going to make him look bad. So in listening to this, I don't think it's something that's not plausible. I just think that it's something that may be in flight that isn't definitive enough to be spoken about. But whatever. So, well, Cold Blood, your favorite game, Horizon, Lego Horizon flops on Steam Only 577 concurrent users. At number 80, review bomb 59% lower than Concord.
Well, as expected.
I mean, we got Xbots that are, you know, making it seem like that it's some demise or it's, I mean, yeah, no, Sony should be made fun of for even trying to F around and find out about this, but it pales in comparison.
Moss, now they're gonna tell you, oh, the demographic is on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see in a few days if they're gonna announce already sold over 1 million, because I doubt that.
Yeah. Exactly.
I doubt it can even sell 500K, bro.
Oh man.
Because
Hold-
like,
Go
no,
ahead,
look,
brother.
what kid wants to play Horizon Lego? A kid does not give a fuck about no Horizon. I
Yeah.
try to tell people.
Yeah, they don't even know what that is.
Exactly. They're gonna look at it and think, okay. Where's my Spider-Man? Where's my Batman? Where's my fucking Lego City with the policeman and stuff?
Yeah.
That's what they're gonna think.
Yeah.
Not where is Aloy?
Yeah.
Bruh, come on, come on.
But let's. Where's my Lego Space Marine? You know, it's just stupid. It's an adult lore. It's adult lore that it doesn't have crossover appeal with kids. It was a dumb idea from the beginning, but it was a cash grab because Hiroki Totoki thought that why don't we just take these IPs? Why don't we just put them on these other places for the sake, because they're successful on PlayStation. And again, that's why I say he doesn't understand the culture. They're successful on PlayStation because PlayStation is a haven for adult gritty lore. And Horizon, it may not be as brutal as, Last of Us, but again, it's an adult concept game. That's who flocks to Horizon. It doesn't give inspiration to 5-year-olds and shit. Like, like you said, they don't give a fuck about it. It's just a dumb idea, not understanding why Horizon is successful, not understanding where it's successful at, and just thinking that for the sake of putting our IP out there, that our IP is famous everywhere. It's not Mario. It's not Pokemon. Your lore is excitable to the adult gamer who's already on PlayStation. So if you want to excite your demographic, just make another Horizon PlayStation game. They're already there. You don't have to go nowhere to find them. They've already come to you. The best thing you could do is maybe make it a TV series. That's it. That's the best you can do.
Bro,
outside of that,
I think the only game that they could have turned into Lego and might have worked is Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. I think yeah.
Or maybe Astrobot, but goddamn, that's a reach.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe Astrobot. Who knows? It probably would have been okay, but again, it wouldn't have done kid is gonna look at Astrobot and be like, what's so special about this robot? Like, you don't get the charm, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff with the game until you play it on the console. Then you're like, oh, this regular looking robot is actually something special. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're totally right. You want to hear another clip from your favorite content creator, Boomstick? Another clip out here.
Hell yeah. Oh, I was missing that.
They don't have Boomstick clips everywhere in Turkey. I'm a boob. If I'm a boob, all right, let's play it.
PlayStation gets Xbox games, but Xbox doesn't get PlayStation games. That's for now. That's going to change. Why is that going to change, Pete? Money. Because if the $3 trillion company is trying to get money from here, there, and everywhere, the $1 billion company who just took a $400 million bath on Concord, who spent $3.6 billion on a failing Bungie and a Destiny that no one's playing, and a new game that no one knows what the hell it is in Marathon, and no one actually gives a shit about, they're in trouble. They have closed 6+ studios in the last couple of years. They're going to want this.
Look at this quick example.
Sure.
Square Enix. They used to be the PlayStation exclusive driver, right?
Yep.
And after a while, they saw that it wasn't working out for them in their best interest. So what did they do? They got rid of the guy who was an ideologue that was continuing to facilitate that negotiation in their CEO. And now every news article is about how they're going to release it day and date everywhere.
PlayStation gets Xbox game.
Boo. I mean, boo. Cold Blood. What'd you think about that, brothers?
Nothing changed, huh?
Yeah.
It's still the same fucking narrative every single time, but not a single PlayStation game on the Xbox that we give a shit about.
Let's. Concord definitely was an abysmal failure of a game, but the numbers have come out over time. They did not spend $400 million on it. The company that owned them before, which was Beyond Monsters or whatever, they were able to get X amount of dollars in investments towards the game, but that Sony didn't have to pay that for them. Like, and it's not even 100% sure that all that money that they got in investments went towards that specific game. But again, no, but you know, for development costs and things like that and purchasing, yeah, they wasted enough money. $5 was too much on doing what they did with Concord to close it down. Square Enix, Cold Blood. We just saw that Square Enix lost a shit ton of money. I don't know if you saw that. They lost even more money, even though they said that they saw some decent sales off the games that they had. They lost even more money. Why? Because nobody trusts their success plan. They have no good success plan. Your success is on PlayStation. You tried to go to PC and put shit on Xbox and nothing worked. Your success is on PlayStation. You just need a better rollout system and you fucked up. And Square Enix just lost a whole bunch of money. Okay. What money are you going? Look, it's so bad over on Xbox that your own CEO is now saying there's no red line, meaning there's no money over here to be made. We got to go to PlayStation to make the money. So what money could PlayStation actually gain by putting their games on Xbox? What are they going to get? Nothing. It's just whimsical. Now, again, I'm not saying that. I'm not fully admonishing PlayStation Cold Blood and saying, oh, they would never think about that. Like Horizon, that's close enough. And then I'm looking at Death Stranding. I don't care so much if you sell Death Stranding back to Kojima. I don't think that's so much a problem, opposed to, look, everybody and their grandma's talking about the PlayStation 5 Pro. Do what the fuck you want to do in December. We sell this back to you. We're putting a clause in here that it cannot appear on on Xbox, or you can't roll forward with this until December, fucking February. Like, you're not going to stumble my messaging with this. And the fact that the launch day of the Pro, he came out with that shit, to me is like, I'm looking at Hiroki Totoki and more importantly Herman Hulst. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's just these little, it's like these 1,000 little cuts. It's not, there's no silver bullet. Like Concord is an embarrassment. Is that stopping PlayStation's mojo? No. Horizon, an embarrassment. Is that stopping PlayStation? But no. But it's these 1,000 little cuts that if they keep persistently happening, they are going to start having long-term effects. And it's like, we've never seen this like this. We've had bad years coming out of PlayStation, like 2018 or 2019 wasn't the greatest year, but a lot of that had to do with crazy journalism and stuff like that, and activist journalists and shit like that with Days Gone and stuff like that. But yeah, it's absurd to think that Xbox is going, that Xbox can actually do any benefits for PlayStation outside of just giving PlayStation another revenue stream to snap 30% off of. That's it. That's the only thing Xbox can do for PlayStation. That's it. Ice Queen Gaming, what's going on? He says, I got the Lego game for my niece and nephew as they both have a Switch. Let me see here. Kojima will sell out to Microsoft. This is not your mother. Not your mother. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a moment. Good to see you. So yeah, let's talk about it, because I can't play the ad because it has The Choice Is Yours by Black Sheep in there. But bot on bot crime, says X-Vault Gaming. Well, at least you don't sound like an 80-year-old woman on this video. Hold on, it's getting horrible out there. The Xbox community, they're going crazy on each other. Look at this shit. He says, risk it to the biscuit. Says, well, at least you don't sound like an 80-year-old woman on this video. And Gaz responds, well, crying in the car sounds worse. Oh, man. They're killing. Cold Blood, what are your thoughts? Everything is an Xbox now. I want to go back to Sam Walton's comment. Sam had pointed out that, I don't know if you saw it, they have these shirts that are like, well, this is not an Xbox. This is an Xbox. This is a sushi box. And this all this crazy stuff. What do you think about that?
Most cringe marketing I ever saw.
Yeah.
Like, bruh, it's not in box, it's a fucking transformer now. Like, it can be anything.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah.
Why not say Xbox is more than just a box? Okay, maybe,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
goddamn, they go out of the way and say, this is a bento box, this is a cat box. Like, come on, bro. What the fuck? What does that have to do with Xbox? Nah, I mean, whoever is responsible for the marketing now, dude should be fired, like, immediately.
You know who I think? I wouldn't say they made these ads. I'm gonna see if you can guess. I don't think they made these ads, but I think they laid down the foundation and the spirit of them. I got a name. Let me see if you can guess who I think is responsible for this. You have any ideas that who might be responsible for this? Because I got a name. I want to see if you can guess it.
No, I have no idea, bro.
To me, and again, you call me Boo Boo the Fool. You call me a boob. I think Sarah Bond is behind this. I truly think that Sarah Bond, this is the direction that she wants to go in. Remember that Bloomberg article where they say that she was given she was brought in and given the promotion that she was given because it was her job to help Xbox internally transition from being console to being everywhere. And I truly think this is what she's looking to do. And I feel like that she looks uncomfortable talking about this because I'm guessing right now she's not popular with the legacy Xbox brass. I think Satya loves her. I think Amy loves her because they want to move away from the box. I know Phil wanted to incorporate more things, but I think his strategy was more, they wanted to be like PlayStation, to where number one is the box, but if you don't get the box, we're still going to reach you. We're going to reach you here, there, you know what I'm saying? And they were a little bit more full, but they still wanted the box to be at the center, but just not a necessity. This is different. This is, look, the box is somewhere in the periphery, but really your best bet is playing this on PC. You know what I mean? Game Pass is cheaper there, it's better there, or games are more efficient there. You know what I mean? To me, this really screams Sarah Bond. I can only see a phone exec thinking, this is like what a phone exec would think would be a good campaign, because if they stereotyped video gamers. Like if I wasn't a gamer all like that, and my background was in selling phones, and I was trying to be cute with the advertising, she may not have created this, but she probably gave them the spirit to work with, and she probably more or less signed off on it and feels like, fuck it, it's over. I have no control anyway. Go ahead and go with it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I know there were concerns about the way Phil looked in that Bloomberg interview. I put some fillers out to some people that would, no, they don't know of anything. And then we heard from Jason Schreier that no, it was just an unflattering picture of Phil, that he looks fine. It's just, I guess he's lost weight and it's probably out of stress. So I will, you know what I'm saying? Phil looks stressed because I think he's being pushed out. I think Sarah Bond is behind the feel and the zeal of this whole, well, we're everywhere. Because to her, she doesn't care about a box. She has no attachment to legacy Xbox and what the box actually means. This feels like if you were to slap a phone exec or mobile exec in the seat of a gaming platform, I could see them signing off on some shit like this. But this is bad. This is bad. Say someone give Phil some milk. Someone give Phil a retirement home. Like he needs, like literally he just needs to quit and go. Like, and again, I don't know with 100% certainty. I do want to say, hopefully not. I mean, I've been given assurances that I've either been given assurances or I've been told, no, I haven't heard anything. And people have expressed concern. But I'm being told, and then I heard what Jason Schreier said, that there's nothing health-wise that anybody knows about what's going on with Phil. It's just, it was an unflattering picture. It does look like he's stressed, but that was just an unflattering picture. So I'm going to operate under those guides for the time being, because, and I don't even want to talk the other thing into fruition, but let's just say this. I just think under those guides, if that's what is going on, Phil should just retire. What he wanted to do was done and over with. He doesn't even seem comfortable talking about this. This is stupid. They are really getting out of control with these memes. These memes are hilarious. Hold on. You are an Xbox. Oh God, that is freaking funny, bro. Yeah, man, it's here. Let's look at the advertisement. Let me go back. let's look at it. This is it. I can't play the sound. I can't play it, but this is the advertisement for the Xbox. This is an Xbox marketing campaign. Yeah, I just here's my thoughts, Cold Blood, and of course we'll talk about this more tomorrow. But my thoughts are, nothing. There should be no campaign. There should be no, like, Xbox literally shouldn't be trying to do any mass marketing, because there's a lot of money behind mass marketing. Like, these dudes is, let's look at the article. What is an Xbox? They have a fucking quiz. Skip quiz. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. What is this? Oh my God. Oh no. Okay, so oh my God. They're going head first into this shit. Well, there was the Xbox blog. You see Xbox News. Official podcast consoles. Xbox, is it? No, not Xbox Insider. Oh, here it goes. Okay, here it goes. So this is an immersive takeover. So listen to this. To truly understand what Xbox is, it's equally important to understand what is not an Xbox. So to bring this to life, we've had some fun and labeled "This is not an Xbox" on non-Xboxes and unexpected places, while also featuring our "This is an Xbox" campaign visuals across San Francisco, Atlanta, Chicago, Sydney, Melbourne. So they're going all out in the marketing. They're gonna waste a whole bunch of money on this. This is so cringe and this is so stupid. Like, this has to be, I don't know, Cold Blood, do you think this is, I think this is the worst Xbox marketing I've ever seen. Can you think of anything worse? Or just, I think this is the worst video game marketing I've ever seen. Can you think of anything worse?
Feel the burn.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Let's do this. Let's do a poll. I got an idea for a poll. Start a poll. What do you think about the Xbox, the new this is not an Xbox marketing? Come on, marketing. I think cool. It's cool. Love it. Love it. I think it will be successful. Think it is horrible. Don't care. Won't help or hurt brand. Okay. Let us know. What do you think about the new this is not an Xbox marketing? This will be successful. It is think it is horrible, won't help or hurt the brand. Let us know. I think it's horrible. I think it's bad. I think it's the worst Xbox marketing I've ever seen. This is horrible. And remember, we've had the Xbox marketing. Remember when a woman was giving birth and she shot?
No, Moss. I mean, this is at least about Xbox. The other shit is you don't need a console. No console required. Mm-hmm. That shit is worse, in my opinion.
You think that's worse?
That is just telling you straight up. Yeah, it's just telling you straight up. No, don't buy a console. Just get it somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This one, at least it talks about Xbox. Like, damn. I mean, in the most cringe possible way, but it's still not as worse as when they had Starfield, of all games, be the fucking front runner for no console required.
My opinion is, I think it's bad because, or it's worse than that, because even though here they're not deferring you from a console, I think the tone, I think it's tone deaf, just like the other one was tone deaf. But in what it tries to do in being charming, it's cringe to me. I think this is cringe. I think it's cringe because, all right, your consoles are doing horrible. They're selling, this is where the tone deaf part comes in. Well, yeah, let me explain the tone deaf part first. It's tone deaf because your consoles are plummeting out of the sky. So yes, people don't want to buy your consoles. They don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on your proprietary box, but they can still engage with Xbox in other ways. I get the effort. Here's the problem. Why this is tone deaf. The solution has not just, well, let's just put it everywhere. Number one, putting it everywhere doesn't turn a non-gamer into a gamer. Like putting it on a Fire Stick. Like my wife doesn't sit there and say, oh shit, hold on, Xbox is on here? Let me sign up for Game Pass at $20 a month and play Starfield. Like my wife is not saying that. And there's a lot of people not saying that. And the disenfranchised gamer that has adopted to the cloud, they're already there. The thing that makes non-gamers gamers, the thing that makes people that are interested in maybe playing games on your platform but feel like they don't want to deal with the console barrier, the thing that makes people want to try your gaming service are three critical things in my opinion. What's the quality of the performance? If I boot this up on the cloud or on a Fire TV or on a Samsung TV, and what are the quality of the games? Like what is the performance in the games look like when I do this to the cloud? Also, okay, even if I'm okay with it, would my friends want to play here at some point in time too? And then lastly, because it's got to be bigger than Xbox games, what does third-party support look like? And all three of those things, you're negative. The quality on the cloud, even though it may be sufficient for those of you that are cloud gamers that are listening to this, it's not good enough for mainstream gamers. It's not good enough. And mainstream gamers do not care. Because it's not good enough. Mainstream gamers tried it when you first went to the Series X server blades and they said this is trash. And it hasn't gotten significantly enough better for them. Take it from someone like Doc Dark. Doc Dark. Shout out to my brother Doc. For those of y'all that don't know the history. And it's on the Cloud Dosage channel if you want to see it. How I got cool with Doc Dark is I had COVID. Or no. I had something was, I had the flu. This is before COVID was even out. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I had the flu. And I'd never heard of this Doc Dark guy before, but I was like laying in my bed, just out of it. And I was just scrolling through Twitter one day, and I see this Doc Dark guy who, you know, had a charming presence to him. It was talking about cloud gaming and was talking about how Stadia wasn't any good. And I'm like, okay, put a bookmark on that. When I got better, I reached out to the dude because I saw him growing in popularity. I said, bro, like, you seem like a good dude, seem like you mean well. I said, I just think that you got it all wrong when it comes to cloud gaming. Like, Stadia actually is, at the time, of the best performance. It has the best ability to play on multiple devices. I think you would like it. He was like, nah, I don't think so. I'm like, let's try it. What if I buy you a Stadia model, you play it free of its charge, and if you don't like it, you still get to keep it, do what you want with it. If you don't like it, come on the show, explain to us why you don't like it so Google can hear that, because they need to hear from people like you more so than they need to hear from people like me. They already got people like me. They need to hear from people like you. I said, but if you do like it, here you go. It's our gift from us to you. He said, okay, bro, but I'm going to be brutally honest if this thing is trash, and I'm hearing this thing is trash. I said, not a problem. That's what Google needs. So I signed him up. This is before he got to Google Chrome and the controller, which is supposedly the ideal way, not supposedly, but it is the ideal way to play Google Stadia. It's the best way to play it, through the Chromecast. But when you sign up for a Stadia, you get your ID and your password, and you can play on your browser day one with the shit that you already have. So I remember him calling me that day, and I said, oh, your controller's on his way. He said, nope. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. Doc will tell you. Doc said, nope. I've already played on the browser. I'm already sold. This thing is fucking awesome. I said, well, there you have it. Take it from there. That was Google Stadia, which is now dead. And I was having this conversation with some Xbox fanboy yesterday. A dead platform still performs better than xCloud. A dead one. One that's dead. It's not coming back. It's dead. And that same dead platform was responsible for you having to give Call of Duty to the streets. Xbox is losing to a dead platform. The dead platform made you sell your cloud rights to Ubisoft. You can't even beat a dead platform in the cloud. You can't beat them. You're not cracking through to the mainstream with your cloud efforts until you get on the level of GeForce Now Ultimate, or at the very least, fucking PlayStation's cloud service. Until you get on that level, nobody cares. Nobody cares. And I know my cloud gamers hear that, and y'all, they're like seething, like, oh, what the fuck you did? We cloud gamers are less than 10% of the gaming community. The flip side, for those of you that don't understand the ramifications of 10%, 90% of gamers don't care. They don't. So I think if 90% of gamers don't care, I can say nobody cares. I care, but in the grand scheme of things, nobody cares. And that's a shame, because Xbox is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at the wall to try to make this the mainstream thing. And meanwhile, you got fucking PlayStation, who's barely trying to give you a peep about their cloud service, performing better. That's not sad. That's not shameful. That's not embarrassing. That's sickening. With how much you are bolstering your product and your service now behind cloud, there is no excuse why PlayStation's cloud service is even a megasecond or megabit better than yours. That would be embarrassing. Not even at 1440p yet. Nobody cares. So therefore, because you can't even get past the quality quadrant of your service, and shout out to Twisted Sin with the $2. He says, I'm an Xbox Phil. Am I an Xbox Phil? But because you can't get past the quality quadrant, then no, I can't get my friends to play there. And no, because people are not coming and flocking to this, third-party support is going to be abysmal. Third-party support hasn't thrown out of the roof since you announced that you're going to be on Fire TVs. There are a gazillion Fire TVs out there. Why isn't this breaking through for you? You got to do those three things, and they got to be done in the right order. Number one, you got to get quality performance of the service and of the games on the service up to par. Well, MM2K, the quality of the games be capped. The reason why Avowed and Starfield and stuff be releasing at 30 frames per second is because of the Series S. And you better figure it the fuck out. Figure it out! Because until you get past that hurdle, nothing else matters. And all you're doing is wasting your time on cringe advertisements. It doesn't matter. GeForce Now, PlayStation, if you want to throw Boosteroid in there, fine. Boosteroid has set the standard. I got to pay $20 a month to access your shit on the cloud. For $20 a month, when I play xCloud, does it feel like GeForce Now? No. Your library isn't better, but we got Xbox games. So does GeForce Now! And they play better there. And GeForce Now isn't flying off, they're not doing gangbusters. Shit. They're capping performance at 100 hours a month. If you really want cloud gaming to really start penetrating the mainstream market, your performance with your games in the service altogether has to be leagues better than what it is now. I'm sorry, this is not music. This is not TV. This is not movies where motherfuckers will pirate it or whatever at any quality. Quality is key when it comes to gaming. And Xbox's muddy, laggy 1080p 60, again, my cloud gaming people, I'm speaking to you. There's nothing wrong with us having our own institutions of communicating with each other and saying, hey, look, we're all for the cloud, and having a place where we can congregate. I think that's awesome. I'm co-owner of one of those efforts, and I want to see that effort grow. There's nothing wrong with that. But my cloud gaming people who are thinking beyond just having a place for us to congregate, you got to understand that there are certain things that mainstream people want that you may overlook. And they don't need you. You need them. So the answer is not sitting there wagging your finger at mainstream people. Why do you care about this? Why do you care? No, the answer is going to Xbox and saying, before you spend another dime on a t-shirt that says this is not Xbox, where the fuck is the quality streams? It's good you're doing what's good for me, but what is good for me is not good enough for the mainstream. In order for it to be good enough for the mainstream, at the very least, if I can pay $20 over here and get this streaming, I need to be able to pay $20 over here and get something similar, if not better. It's a non-starter. I'm sorry. It's a non-starter until we get past that performance quadrant. This is not music. This is not TV. It's not movies. So you don't have a chance of converting console people who are used to a certain performance. You don't have a chance of even reaching, you definitely don't have a chance of reaching non-gamers. Once you get the quality together, then it's like, okay, well, do my friends want to play there? Okay, now my friends have a reason to consider, okay, maybe I'll buy my game on this because I don't need a console for that. So I'm not going to break the bank. That you start building the friends coming there. Then last, but certainly not least, because now friends feel like it's worth it, because quality is there. Then you start breaking through to the third party people who say, okay, now we're willing to support this. There's no doubt that we're going to support this platform. There will be no longer 6 months holdouts for this and that. There will be no longer no de facto exclusives for PlayStation. We're going to release day and date here too. And it can only work starting there. So before you do another fucking campaign, which I just think this is tone deaf. If you launch this while simultaneously saying, at the very least, being at 1440 fucking P, at least having a better stream. I went through the rigors of talking about Doc Dark because even Doc, who again will make concessions because he's like in the cloud gaming, he sees the benefits of cloud gaming. He does. He's willing to make sacrifices. Bro is gaming. We know Doc is making a sacrifice. Bro is gaming on a Chuck E. Cheese PC. Chuck E. Cheese PC. Walmart PC, $700, and he's gaming at 1080p. So again, it's not that he needs 4K, but he needs quality output. And Xbox's problem just isn't simply as a 1080p stream. It's not a quality 1080p stream for the average mainstream consumer. It's too laggy for them too. Because when they pick up that controller and they play on it, they're gonna beckon back to their console experience and they're gonna say, no, this doesn't look or feel as good as console. I'm done. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And that cloud gamer mindset isn't going to win them over. They're not trying to hear us. Give them what they're getting and above, nothing below. Even Doc, when he played on the Fire TV, said, "This is trash." And Doc makes video every day clowning PlayStation. He is not an Xbox hater or a PlayStation lover. He still makes his videos clowning Xbox every day, or clowning PlayStation every day. But yeah, those are the three things I got to knock out. This shouldn't have, it's tone deaf because if all this stuff is Xbox, then you know what Xbox, you know what if I had to summarize this, you know what Xbox is to me then? Inconsistent. Inconsistent. When I booted up Stadia, yeah, the premier way to play it was on your Chrome device. But it still looked great consistently on a browser, on a phone, whatever. GeForce Now. It's not consistent everywhere, but in most places, it's very consistent, especially if you're playing Ultimate. Even fucking Amazon Luna, for crying out loud. It's capped at 1080p. It gives you a better quality stream than Xbox does. Xbox is the biggest company pushing cloud gaming in the biggest way. They should be better than everybody. I want to show you guys something. And again, I just want to show you why I say what I say. Coldplay. An Xbox toaster. Oh dear Lord.
Is this an Xbox?
Yeah, that. Oh my God. Let me pull this up. This is a great exchange between me and my bro. I just want to put this on the screen just to insinuate my point. Let's do this. No, that's too long. I say, there you have it. Xbox is officially a delivery system. How will Xbox execute this new challenge? Will they deliver or simply become a jack of all trades and a master of none? I say, join me to discuss. And I asked my brother, Will Sink, who again, if you don't know who Will is, Will, I owe a lot to Will. Will was part of a podcast called Xbox Uncut, where they when I started out with the podcast Scram Punks, they're the ones that first started promoting it and started, cheering me on because I was watching Xbox Uncut and talking to those guys regularly. They cheered me on and said, go ahead, do it, man. It's cool. And then finally, as I started doing it, I was able to reciprocate the favor back. I was on Xbox Uncut. I brought my brother Will on my show, and we've even in my biggest Xbot days, I've tried to sit there and have these forums where me and Will tried to power think through, what Xbox should feasibly do to get themselves, back in a good space. And even though I've left Xbox, Will may be frustrated, but he's not. He's been consistent in saying, "Look, this is all I know. This is what I'm comfortable with. I'm staying here, even though I may not be happy with this decision, that decision." So Will he's invested the more than anybody that would sit there and call him out and say, "Oh, you don't agree with everything that Xbox says." He's contributed more. I can guarantee it. He plays more games than y'all that would sit there and demagogue him. There's nothing you can say about Will. Even when I don't agree with him, there's nothing I can say to Will, because I can tell you, Will has put more money into Xbox to play more games on Xbox than I have. So there is nothing negative that you guys can say about Will that stands the test of time. This is what my exchange was with Will. I said, I wonder what my brother, Shoulder Winner, thinks about this. Will said, so I think this falls under the usual jack of all trades, master of none strategies that they usually fail at. I personally don't mind Xbox making Xbox accessible through different portals, but they've yet to make their streaming and PC entry points worth serious consideration. Again, this is someone who I've tried to even get to test Stadia. He said fly a kite into a thunderstorm. MM2K, love you, but I don't love you that much. Can't even get him to play GeForce Now. This guy is all in on Xbox. Even he says this. So I follow up with my thoughts exactly. People misunderstand. My issue with Xbox are not the ideas, it's the execution. Thus, I don't want them distracted with said ideas until the product for their core is better. Then branch out. Otherwise, this message is a joke to the mainstream. I think it falls flat. And to close this out, here's what he says. He says, I agree. They tend to unfortunately put the cart before the horse and flail around unnecessarily when they should be focused on key areas and then expand their scope. Terrible leadership all around. I think no truer words have been spoken. To me, this is just a failure of epic proportions. This is why I consider it tone deaf and cringy for the exact same reasons. I agree with you, Cold Blood, that at the very least, at least here, they are acknowledging the existence of Xbox and they're not omitting it. I just think when you look at where Xbox is at versus PlayStation just put out the Pro. The Pro is a success so far. It's looking to push gaming in a technical realm that's exciting. It brings the same excitement that the Xbox One X was supposed to. Like all the things that Xbox promised you, PlayStation fulfills it. They just fulfill it at their own pace. Cloud gaming is better. They got the most powerful hardware. Oh, we want a handheld. There's rumors that the PlayStation Portal's about to enact cloud. So imagine that crispy clean cloud gaming on your Portal now. I just don't. I think it's bad because there's so many other things they could be doing instead of this marketing campaign, which is going to be rather expensive. And I think the first thing they need to do is, if you're going to lean so heavy on cloud needs to perform better so it's taken seriously. That's my thoughts. Critting 86 says, I disagree about PC not being a serious point of consideration for Xbox. I think he's talking about the Windows Store. Like the Windows Store will fluctuate and get this mass rush of people when a game that people want to try, Starfield, Black Ops 6, it's Game Pass, but it's not sustained. I think that's what he's talking about, Cree. He's not talking about them on Steam, because really, to be fair to Xbox, this is Xbox campaign is not about a la carte sales. It's about wherever you can play the Xbox version of games. You understand what I'm saying? You can have an Xbox game and not have an Xbox version of the game. Like an Xbox game on Steam is not the Xbox version of the game. The Xbox, like Play Anywhere. If you want to enact Play Anywhere, you know, and I think Play Anywhere is with the latest Dragon Quest 3D. Can I do Play Anywhere, Cree, on Steam? No, I got to do it either on an Xbox or get the PC Xbox version of the game through the Windows Store. So to be fair, even though there's a lot of memes about the PlayStation is an Xbox and the toasters, they're not talking about wherever an Xbox game is available. They are talking about the culmination of their ecosystem, wherever the Xbox version of the game, the version with all those entitlements to play anywhere where it's available. That's what they're talking about. That's what Real is referencing to. And if you're referencing Xbox on the Windows version of PC, it is not a serious point of consideration. It's not. It's only being finessed for Game Pass. And then people go about their business. They don't stay on there. Yeah. And that's the thing, Creep. Yeah, the Windows Store is bad. And when he says that it's a bad, he's talking about this campaign. So we got to connect the dots on what this campaign is in reference to. This campaign is in reference to the Xbox versions of games. Like we'll go through block by block. You can play the Xbox versions of games on the Series X. The Xbox versions of games either through Game Pass, which is the Xbox version of the game, or through the Windows Store here on the laptop. The Xbox version of even on your Steam Deck, they're talking about the Xbox version of the game that you can play through Game Pass or the Windows Store. All right, this is the litter box, whatever. The Xbox version of the game on a TV, because you're getting the Xbox version of the game through what? Game Pass on your TV. The Xbox version of the game through the Xbox app on your phone. The Xbox version of the game through your Fire TV. The Xbox version of the game through Game Pass through this VR set. And then the Xbox version of the game through the series that do they have this is still an Xbox? Why do they? That's so embarrassing. If you don't have that here, then why do you have that? Whatever, for the Series S. So they're talking about the Xbox version of the game. And that's what they're talking about in the campaign, and that's what Will's referencing to. He's referencing to the Xbox version either on console, through Game Pass, or the Windows Store. Those three portions are not being taken seriously. Xbox is the worst console. Xbox is the worst way to play an Xbox game on the cloud is on xCloud. Seriously, it's the worst way to play an Xbox game is on xCloud. And the worst way to play an Xbox game on PC is through the Windows Store. That's what he's talking about. So. There's so many things they could be doing, and we'll talk about this more later because I gotta get ready to get out of here. But they could be doubling down. I think this is what Xbox needs to do. No more campaigns. Like I would scrap it if I had. I don't care how embarrassing it would be. I would scrap this campaign and just say, "Oh, sorry, oops, we're hitting the reset button. We'll explain more later." And I would take that money to first and foremost overhaul your cloud infrastructure. I think none of this matters until you overhaul your cloud infrastructure. Then we got to talk about you producing quality games consistently. Was it Connie Booth that PlayStation let go? We talked about this yesterday with the members. Go check that members content. Hit that join button and consider, super chats like my bro Tristan said. All that goes to make this a better platform for you that allows us to get things like PlayStation 5 Pro, do the videos that we got going on out there, all that stuff, right? Here's what I'm saying about that. You need, grab her up because she has experience. She has stripes with quality games. Bring her to Xbox. You got to just start making better games consistently. For how much you spend for Activision, just trying to rely off of PlayStation PS5 or PlayStation Call of Duty sales that you use to subsidize Game Pass, that's not going to do it. Not going to do it. I would try to make Game Pass lucrative through other means besides spending $1 billion on third-party games. Maybe add V-Bucks or, currency, in-game currency for Call of Duty, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Try to do things that'll attract people. Like your biggest consumer or the consumers that are playing the free-to-play Leviathan games. Do something. Make Game Pass attractive to them. Make it not just about renting games, but hey, if I put $15 a month or $20 a month into this, I get X amount of V-Bucks a month, or I get, you know what I'm saying? That carry over for 3 months. They don't expire for 3 months. And then you got to finish your game preservation efforts because that's going to become a big thing. Like if you guys are going to a stream box or whatever, you got to figure it out. And I will say this, and we'll talk about this tomorrow on the main podcast. I don't know if when they talk about the handheld is years off, Sarah Bond is still supposed to be talking about this greatest technological leap in Xbox history or something like that. Is that their stream box? Like, is that still on the table? Are they being coy about that? I don't know. We'll see. The people aren't asking the right questions. We're definitely curious. So, all right. With that said, I'm going to get out of here. But Cold Blood, did you have any final thoughts before we leave you to your PlayStation 5 deep diving, brother? Any final thoughts?
So, my PlayStation is now on Xbox, yeah. My Nintendo Switch is an Xbox now.
It's an Xbox, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My PC was an Xbox from the beginning, right?
Yeah. Your headset is an Xbox.
Okay.
Too.
Oh shit. So Phil can always listen in.
Yeah.
He's like, what are these motherfuckers talking about now?
Bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, bro. I'm not gonna say nothing yet. I'm not gonna say nothing yet.
Did you tell him about?
No, I didn't tell him yet. I didn't tell him yet. Even though there was a content creator that went live yesterday and was trying to dry snitch. I'm gonna get. I want to confirm if everybody that's in that place is cool with me doing it, and if so, I'm bringing it up tomorrow. Because the person that was responsible for doing that actually was in the chat, and he disappeared. He came in the chat to say what's up, and he disappeared. So I'm gonna see if I can get the okay from them. We can talk about that tomorrow. That was so funny, bro. Like I almost got fired yesterday. Oh man, that was hilarious. But we're gonna end this poll real quick. We got 25 votes. And we asked, what do you think about the new this is not an Xbox marketing? And 80% of you said it's horrible. 15% of you said this won't help or hurt the brand. 3% of you said you think it will be successful. All right, with that said, here, let me do one more thing too. I want to give you guys an opportunity to check out these streams. These are 4K Xbox, PlayStation, well, everything's an Xbox. So yeah, Xbox, PlayStation 5 Pro Enhanced games. Hold on, let me go to my channel. All right. So share, and I got more coming tomorrow. I got another video coming out tomorrow too. Let's see here. Xbox. No. Damn. Everything is an Xbox now. Stellar, PS5 Pro, Enhanced, Stellar Blade. So that's the Stellar Blade. What the hell is going on here? Oh, okay. That's the Stellar Blade video. And here is the Xbox or PS5 Pro Enhanced Spider-Man to video. These are little clips that I got, but just so you can get just a semblance of how improved the performance modes are now. It gives you a taste. It's not giving you the full gusto, trust me. Because again, my capture card it caps out at 2.0. I need an HDMI 2.1 capture card. But, all right, y'all, we're out of here. Till next time, have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. We'll see you guys tomorrow for In a Row Podcast, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.